Musical intermezzo, I'll just read my third text. So I couldn't have hoped for a better introduction for my last text, because this is a poem that I wrote since I came here, and if there is one thing among many others that I discovered while being in America, is that I hate being a tourist. And even though I traveled a lot, but because I don't like tourist guides, I needed to write my own poetical tourist guide. So my text here is part of a longer poem that I'm writing, and so it's a work in progress. And for the moment, it's called America, a Poetic Tourist Guide. Everything starts on the continental divide. There, on the ridges, on the steep cliffs, on the spinal cord of the continent, where rivers meet to decide whether to drain into the Pacific or into the Atlantic, where people meet to debate whether to occupy Wall Street or to occupy Silicon Valley. West Coast versus East Coast, the eternal dilemma. Everything starts there, on a little place called Loveland, where the rocks kiss the sky. Let's rock, Rocky Mountains. Stay warm. Stay calm, breathe in, breathe out. Practice hot yoga in a fancy studio with huge windows facing a busy road. Inside it's peace. Say namaste. Outside there are cars and trucks biting the road like huge angry dogs. Inside the cars, kids playing Angry Birds. Inside the trucks, the drivers, big angry men talking about a revolution. Guns. The pastor has his arms covered with tattoos. The pastor's wife has a Winchester under her bed. In a country where bad people have guns, good people must have guns too, she says and smiles. It's her Sunday smile, the peaceful smile after the mess. If Adam had a rifle, Eve must have had a gun. Enter a social network. Come on, this is a place where we're all mixed up. Put your face on Facebook. Read the book. The end of the world is upon us. Pretty soon it will all turn to dust. We need to keep close, to stay in touch. All together now, the midwives of the Midwest, the poor fat people at Walmart, and the obscenely rich ones, the ones who collect art, the dykes and the Mormons, the fervent Catholics and those whose eyes are oblique, the florists of Florida, the Jews of Manhattan, the breadwinners and the breadwinnerettes, the gringos and the Chicanos, the Americans and the Puerto Ricanos, all playing in a West Side Story with happy end. The black people getting high on merchandise on Black Friday, the white people getting high on white powder, the white collars and the rednecks. The few Native Americans forgotten in scattered reservation and the army of anthropologists studying them, all united in a colorblind society. America, the land of plenty. I want you to come. I was fingerprinted. I was given a visa and a home, a pair of new eyes. The airports greeted me with shrimps and grits, with biscuits and gravy. The interstates laid at my feet like striped happy puppies waiting to be cuddled by my strange hands. The ocean washed my feet. The skies washed my brain. The churches rang their bells for me, only for me. The universities opened their doors just because I knew how to make the words dance. America, don't be shy. You just love being seen through my eyes. Oh girl, how you make me wonder. I fly you in friends miles. I walk you in blocks. I browse your grids, always looking for the center. First Street, Second Street, Third Street. 100 of pair of shoes I broke, one for each time our eyes locked, one for each time you hit me with a feeling I knew will stay there forever. America, just go on Craigslist. You'll find a message from me at Missed Connections. It goes like this. I'm sure you've noticed me around. I walk by you every day for a while now. Prejudice is melting step by step. Chicago, the city, not the musical. Michigan Avenue, skyscrapers penetrating the clouds, greedy tourists trying to capture on camera Marilyn's dead legendary smile rising above her white giant skirt. Chicago, a city turned upside down. You Metro, go play with the Metro. Go inside the earth where you belong. Liberate the avenues of your complicated steel structures. Let the people see the sun. Let the winds blow in their faces. The cruel winds brought up by the old lady leg. The Asian deli, molecular leather, slanted eyes scanning the shelves, the smell of curry and the cardamom taste. Eastern European deli, Bulgarian pickles, Polish sausages, Romanian sweets, served with a big lipstick smile. Chicago, past and present shotguns, kids crying in art museums. The fat moon shines over Tennessee, a loving mother weeping for her prodigal sons. She's the only one still remembering the moonshiners bottling their poisons at midnight. In the morning she hides, letting the sky full of old tired clouds. John Cash's dingy voice is mourning for her, singing in stingy diners at breakfast time. Cash, you king of the coffee refills. Come on, man, walk that line. Just hurt for the ones that are closed behind bars. New York. We're exactly the same age, and the exact number of yellow cups is crossing through our hearts. We're haunted by the same number of vagabonds. We care as much about fashion and poetry, about rhyme and reason. Times Square, the ultimate urban poem. Under my touristy feet, I can feel a thin crust of fear, a haze of mistrust in the fellow world citizen it's lifting from the ground. It's because, you know, so many things happen here. Central Park, an enormous cake in the middle of the city for those craving for beauty. Strawberry fields forever there. In the metro, I don't read books. I read people. Faces, smiles, shoes, scarves, gadgets. The way they are crossing their legs and their arms. The music pumped in their heads by private headphones. I do talk to strangers, but I only look in the eyes of the kids born after 9/11. Thank you. And again, 1,000 thanks for the two young gentlemen that have been here with me. Thank you. You're so incredibly cool. Koniec filmu.